to. So I'm going to introduce Tamika. Everybody knows her, and then we'll get our candidate up here.
Hello, how y'all doing? Again, just to thank everybody for coming out and to remind people of how important it is to get out and vote. We definitely need people like Tracy in the office because, you know, she's been in the streets with us. She cares about us. We can't have judges sitting in these seats who doesn't care enough to look at the paperwork, who will sign 6 or 7 warrants in a night that get people killed. So this is why something like this is so huge, it's so important, and we definitely need the support, and we need to support her. So any way that you can, we would definitely appreciate that. And we're gonna bring up Tracy.
Tracy Davis, our next circuit court judge.
I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight and supporting me. Thank you to Denise Bentley and thank you to Tamika Palmer. What I will tell you is that this is not something that happened overnight. This is something that was well thought out, how we're going to run, the strategies in running, the necessity to run. And I chose this division, and I knew when I chose this division what that would mean. I knew that people would look at me and would think certain things or assume certain things just because I chose to run in Division 5. And some of those things may be true, but it's also about being a qualified candidate. It is about being in your community. It is about putting yourself out there and being willing to risk it all for the betterment of this city. I've been asked time and time again, why did I do this? What does it mean? Have I been fearful? Have I lost friends? Things of that nature. And what I will say is anytime you put your name in the hat to run, you run that risk. But I come from a very solid family who supports me. My parents are right there. And I do have the support of a lot of my colleagues and my friends, those that are in the room. We were out there when the unrest broke out, and we were out there so that we could make sure and ensure that those who were standing up for what they believed was right, that they had the right to do that they were exerting their constitutional rights, because no change ever comes easy, right? Everything that we've ever received, every piece of equity, every piece of liberty, everything that we've done in this country has been done through a fight. It's been done through protest, right? Our founding fathers said, what, give me liberty or give me death? And that's exactly what we do every day and what we live for. And what I will say is that regardless of the outcome, we worked really hard, right? This has been a long year. I filed first day, 9 a.m. And since that day in November, this has been my goal. Everything that I have done, every step that I have taken has been to prepare myself to take on this role. I think that one of the things that separates me and a lot of the ones that have stepped up to the plate this time is that we have real world practical litigating experience. And if you don't know what that means, if you've never had to sit with a client and tell them, this is what you're up against, this is the dice that you're rolling if you don't take this deal. This is what is happening in the media. This is what is happening and being said in commercials and on TV and things of that nature. This is what society thinks, and this is what they see when they see you. And I can't promise you that when I walk into that courtroom and I fight for you, that they're going to see what I see. But what I can promise you is that I don't have to have those conversations anymore as a judge. And the clients that walk into that courtroom and the people that are represented, they won't have to hear those conversations, because finally they will be able to have people that are on that bench that have an ear, that are willing to hear, that understand what goes on in the community, that believe in justice, that believe in equity, that believe in fairness, that believe in transparency, and that believe that justice can be sought for all people. What we want is a safe rule. What we want is to be able to raise our families, to be left alone. We want healing. We have cried out for healing. And on November the 8th, each and every one of you that stands here, everyone in Jefferson County who is registered to vote, has the right to vote for healing. So on November the 8th, I ask that you look at your ballot, I'm gonna be on the front of the ballot. The judicial races are on the front and the back of the ballot. But that you go down to that Division 5 and you mark Tracy Yvette Davis as your next circuit court judge for Division 5. Thank you.
I'm here, Denise.
Are you ready to transform your organization? Chenault Solutions provides capacity building services for leaders and teams ranging from strategic planning, program evaluation, and organization management training. For more information, please visit http://chenault.solutions. Chenault Solutions.
If you do nothing else,
If you do nothing else.
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 If you do nothing